Check out the sun is coming up and look at the colors in the sky. Isn't that awesome? I don't know how I'm gonna get started this morning. I'm really tired, but I guess we'll start with some coffee. Hello and welcome to the vlog. Anyway, this morning I got off to an early start. We woke up at 5 a.m. this morning, and I've been kind of like wondering how to go about finishing the video and summarizing everything that I still want to say about the trip to Edinburgh in Scotland. And I grabbed that early clip for you guys when the sun was barely starting to peek through the horizon, and it was starting to illuminate some colors in the sky, and it was looking really beautiful through the trees in front of the balcony. And yeah, last night we went out to record, and well, it all started because my wife wanted to try a new bakery in the North Miami Beach area, and I vlogged the whole thing for you guys. From there, I went to a spot that I had been dying to go to in Wynwood. You guys will see that on the coming vlogs, but man, what a beautiful spot. I loved it, I gotta say it. I was expecting a lot, but I got even more than I was expecting. I was blown away by this place. I can't wait to share it with you guys. And then from there, I think it was on the vlog when I was in Wynwood and I went over to the taco stand. The vlog when I went to the taco stand. I showed you guys a place, a burger joint there called Skinny Louie that I have been meaning to try. And that's where we ended up at the end of the night. We went to Skinny Louie and had their smashed burgers, and I vlogged a little bit there as well. So all of that will be upcoming here on the channel, but today I want to summarize and kind of finish up with the whole trip to Edinburgh, Scotland. There's a few more little things I want to tell you about. I left you last time on the last vlog, I left you with a few little cliffhangers, a few things that were I just gave you a little peek look at it. So we'll talk about all of that today, but I think first let me set things up and I'll talk to you guys as I brew some coffee, because again, we finished the night fairly late for us last night, and we went to bed pretty late, and this morning woke up really early, so I really need to have some coffee. So let's get to it. All right, let's go. I'm gonna feel a lot better after I get some of this coffee in me. Anyway, I got a little setup going on here for you guys. So I usually like to set up something a little bit kind of like visually stimulating, you know, because we're just making coffee. It's kind of boring, but you know, you put up a little bit of lights and something for your eye to be able to wander off, and you know, all the little objects and stuff kind of adds interest to the scene, right? It's not just the brewer and all right, so hopefully you guys like it, hopefully you enjoy it, but I'm gonna stand back here and tell you a little bit about some of the stories that are still missing, right, from the trip to Scotland. But first, let me get started with my coffee. So this morning I'm gonna be brewing a wonderful coffee here. This is a Kenyan Double A that I picked up at Calusa. Calusa is a local roaster. They are in the Fort Lauderdale, Oakland Park area. I believe they're right off of 95, so the I-95 and Oakland, no, Commercial. I believe it's on Commercial. So anyway, it's a wonderful coffee. I already ground here 20 grams. But first, let's give this thing a rinse and get things warmed up. My kettle is already up to temperature. So let's just give everything a nice rinse. All right, so if you are here from the coffee channel, then you know what this is all about. But if you're not and you are interested in any of these coffee things, you know, leave me a comment below. I answer everyone. That's part of the fun of this YouTube channel, is that you could be a part of it. As a matter of fact, I want you to be a part of it. I love talking with you guys, and the engagement that we have below in the comments is my favorite part of making the videos. So if it's what keeps me motivated, right? To see that I have an audience and people that care. So if you drop in at least to say hello or leave me an emoji, that counts as well. But if you're interested in anything that you see here and you want me to elaborate, comment below. So, all right, we give this thing a rinse, and then I put the hot water over to the glass that I like drinking from so it could start to get hot. It's better to put the hot coffee into a hot glass so it stays warmer longer and it doesn't start to cool down immediately as soon as you pour it into the glass. So I have 20 grams here, like I said, already grounded. If you are here on the vlogs and you don't know me personally, or you are not coming over from my other channel, I do have another YouTube channel. It's all about coffee. And if you like to learn more about coffee, I would love to share it with you. Here on the vlog channel, we mainly deal with other subjects, not just coffee, but coffee is a big part of my life. So it always happens to be coffee related in some way. But anyway, let's get this thing going. Now this coffee likes to be very well extracted, so I would like for it to brew for at least like 3 minutes is how I've been getting the best taste out of it. This little brewer that you see here is wrapped in leather. It's really cool. It's all metal, but it's wrapped in leather. And I find it beautiful. This is called a steadfast brewer. It's going a little bit fast, so you move it around a little bit and it tends to slow down the timing. Okay, so the first thing I want to get into is what kind of started the last vlog, right? We had gone to the Frankenstein Pub. The Frankenstein Pub is right in the middle of Old Town in Edinburgh, in the middle of it all, and it's a place that you should definitely visit. So let's start by me showing you a couple of clips and images from the Frankenstein Pub. Okay, just like that. I'm done with the kettle. This will be done in just another minute or so. Okay, so as you saw there, wow, the Frankenstein Pub. I think it's definitely a place that you should visit. You should stop in. There is no cover charge. You just, at least when we were there wasn't, and we went by twice. But definitely this place is awesome. They do the little show with the monster, comes out of, they do this thing like once an hour. So hang out for a while, have a beer. And I recommend that you go with beer because we tried a few of the cocktails, not great. Just skip the cocktails, go with beer. They can't mess that up. At least that's my opinion. All right, so this is done. It finished just under the 3 minutes. I think I almost nailed it. It should be tasty. Let me, you know what, give me a second, let me set this thing up. Okay, so in a few seconds here, I'm gonna feel a lot better. Let's give it a swirl. Something really cool I kind of look forward to by doing these vlogs is, to me, it would be like really awesome if I find out that somebody found the vlog channel and then little by little, they got into the coffee thing and that became a thing for them. So, meaning that when they found the vlog channel, they were not in the whole coffee culture thing and the whole specialty coffee scene or any of that. But through the vlogs, they became a fan and now they love specialty coffee. I think that would be super cool. Hopefully that happens. Hopefully hopefully that happens. I look forward to that. Anyway, here you go. Cheers. Okay, it's almost there. I wouldn't say I nailed it today. I think maybe I should extend it to at least like 3.5 minutes. It's almost there. It's almost there. But I've had better cups of this coffee. Still, it's delicious. I mean, it has a nice pop of acidity up front. It's just very sweet, fruity coffee. It's delicious. Man. All right, perfect. Okay, so anyway, the Einstein Pub. I highly recommend you check it out if you are in Edinburgh. I would say definitely go for beer. They do have food there. I didn't try any of the food items we had already eaten. So, I don't know about the food scene at the pub. Okay, something else I want to talk about is the Johnnie Walker Experience. So, Johnnie Walker has like a museum set up. It's right in the middle of everything. It's right in the middle of town. It's a beautiful building. It's like, I think they have the whole building. It's like a bunch of stories. And I believe there is a rooftop bar at the Johnnie Walker Museum. We were unable to go to it because it was very busy. So if you are planning to visit the museum and you want to check out the rooftop bar, I suggest you make a reservation. Because it gets busy and then they won't let you up there like it happened to us. The tour itself is pretty nice. It's very visually stimulating with a lot of lights and music, and they tell you the story of Johnnie Walker, and then as you go through the tour, you explore the world of whiskey, kind of like step by step. They first do like a little test where you find out what kind of flavor profile you prefer in whiskey. And then once they have that figured out, you start the tour, and throughout the tour, you're gonna have, I think it was 3 drinks, either 3 drinks or maybe even 4 drinks. That's quite a bit of whiskey. So yeah, just based on that, it's already worth it because it's not that expensive. If you go to a regular bar and you have these 3 drinks, it's probably gonna cost you like the same thing, and here you get the tour. So our tour guy was awesome too. This guy was a lot of fun. There is even an actor that kind of tells you the story of Johnnie Walker. She did great. She did awesome. It was great. It's a good time. I definitely think you should stop in and do it. It's not very expensive. So yeah. As we looked through the gift shop, they had a bottle of Johnnie Walker that was, the price on it, I think, was 24,000 pounds for one bottle. It's pretty crazy. Another thing that I learned that was very interesting is that Johnnie Walker doesn't have any distilleries. They buy whiskey from different distilleries and they make their own blends. They're all about combining different whiskeys to get the perfect flavor, what they consider to be the perfect flavor. And well, that's how they do it. And I didn't know that about them. I didn't know that they didn't have a distillery. So it's an interesting story, very cool. And the place is top notch, it's beautiful. The service there was outstanding too. It was just a good time. Okay, so enough about that one. Okay, something else that I think I already touched on one of the vlogs. Oh yeah, I think it kind of finished there. It was the Harry Potter, going to this thing to see the Harry Potter train. I have a few more clips from there. I think I will include them right here. Okay, so this is you can see the bridge there in the distance. So I wanted to give you a little bit closer look like this. Not too far away. You don't have to walk hardly that much at all. There you see in the distance, you see let me see if I can zoom in a little. But there you can see the parking lot, and that's where the visitor center is and all that. So it's very comfortable to do this if you so choose to. That's not the Harry Potter one, but it's a train. This is what it looks like from the other side. Quite the hike. You can see the lake there at the bottom in the parking lot. And from this vantage point, we're supposed to be able to see the train incoming, because it's going to be coming from where we were just before this clip to here. We were way over there on the other side. You can see people. I think you can see people up there. Should be able to. There you go. Now after the celebration, the moment of truth. Oh boy, oh look at that. Here we go, here we go. This is the real moment that needs to be captured. The long awaited moment of the train passing. Is it worth it? Maybe. Okay, so from what you saw there, you know, I mean, this place, it's free to just go and see it, so why not, you know? For us, it was on the way back to town, so stopping in there was fine. And some of the best pictures from the trip came from that spot. I mean, it's very picturesque. That I give them that much. Waiting like 2 hours for the train, you know, I wouldn't do it. But you know, again, you know, camera woman had her own agenda, let's say her own agenda as to what she wanted to get into that day. And you know what, I'm all for it, whatever. If it makes her happy, why not? So we stuck around for a couple hours and waited for the train. Hey, oh, and as to the people crossing through the mud, yeah, nobody fell completely in. So I gave you guys a cliffhanger. There was a couple of like almost, you know, like almost, they like lost their balance, but they didn't fall in. A lot of people got muddy, but they didn't completely fall in. That would have been next level, but it didn't happen. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, let's talk about afternoon tea at the library. Now that was awesome. You should do that. It's a little bit pricey. So yeah, it's a bit pricey. I think it was like $150 for two. So, you know, for tea and some little biscuits and little sandwiches and all that stuff, you know, I think you should do it. But it's a little bit pricey. But definitely this is the place to go. We are at afternoon tea, and interesting enough, it starts with a little cup of soup, a little soup shot, and then it's got your choice of tea, which they bring to the table and serve. So there's a camera woman's tea, my tea, and then the table is like a mirror. You can see the roof of the place, and it's a library. Interesting enough. Give you a quick look because it's a little bit embarrassing filming like this in the middle of the place, but I had to give you a look. Afternoon tea. I mean, just look at it. I mean, it was pretty out there. Pretty awesome. We got to have afternoon tea in a library. I mean, imagine not a lot of people have done that. So that being said, I liked it. I mean, I would definitely, it's something that I recommend. The service there, bar none, maybe the best service from anywhere on the trip. These people are like soldiers. They're like to the point that you're like, man, like, wow, like it's a little bit rough. Like they're like soldiers. Yeah, the service was insane. Okay, so enough about the library. Afternoon tea at the library, do it. All right, another thing that we should at least touch on is the museum. I have a couple of clips and images, I'll include them as I'm talking to you here, and maybe pause for a second so you could see enough of it.
Why is it hard on my own road? Why am I not like her? Be more so. Why must the curtains come down? Why must the curtains come down? It's effortless now. In the end, wish to leave something special. Let him talk.
But yeah, the museum definitely is free. You know, it's free, so it's beautiful, it's huge, very interesting, but you could easily lose a whole day in there. So plan for it. If not, like maybe put the alarm on your phone or something to alert you, because time would just go. I mean, I don't know, but I find it very interesting, a lot of this science stuff, and yeah, I would lose a day in there, so just plan for it. I think definitely as a must. It's beautiful and it's free, so why not? Okay, now on this trip, there was some good food, and then there was some bad food, and then there was some okay food. So there was a lot of okay food. I already touched on like my most surprising thing that I had on the trip, that Scottish egg. These are Scottish eggs, but if you ask a Cuban, this looks like what we call papa rellena. We'll see. Interesting. And again, a nice, pretty pub, beautiful setting. Here's a look around. I found it delicious and like very surprising. The afternoon tea was great. And you know, the witchery, although I talked a little bit like kind of down on it, it's so pricey for what you get. And the food was not like a 10 out of 10. It was like I said, a 7 at best, but it's still better than a lot of other foods in a lot of other places. So the food was good, especially the steak. It was good, very good. But you know, I don't know. The place though, a 10 out of 10. So the witchery, if you want the whole experience and the ambience in this place, yeah, you should do it. Definitely, it's a spectacular looking restaurant. But yeah, there was some other meals that didn't live up to par, and one of them I recorded a funny clip that I will include right here. This place has been a constant fail. One fail after the next. So we finally got the dessert. They only brought one spoon. Like, okay. They forgot about our food. There's camera woman hiding. She doesn't want to be YouTube famous like me. But this has been a total fail. There's the sticky toffee. Not bad. We think they went to go get it at a different restaurant. I mean, we really do. And yeah, the food wasn't great. But I figured, I gotta grab one clip. Everybody's come from the restaurant. It's just us. Yeah, it's been crazy. Camera woman. Okay, as you saw there, the food was not good. Let's just start by saying, I'm sorry, but it wasn't great. It wasn't horrible. I mean, what kind of compliment is that? It wasn't horrible. So at that point, yeah, it wasn't great. And I think they forgot about us. And I'm sad to say that, because the management there, they did their best to make it to where, we were gonna be satisfied, because yeah, they gave us some free stuff, and they apologized, and after they found out whatever the problem was, I think maybe when the waitress put in the order, it didn't go through or something happened. I don't know. I think they really forgot about us, and then she didn't check enough with us. But the management was great there. The restaurant is beautiful. They play live music. Then it turned out funny. So whatever. At the end of the day, we had fun, and that's the main thing, right? That's the main thing. Man, this is a wonderful coffee. Usually when I'm here, like sitting down. Let me move the bag. I think it's like kind of like in the way. Maybe I put it off to the side. Can you see it off here? Yeah, anyway, this is Calusa, man. Calusa is a local roaster. Support your local businesses. So I try to, besides Calusa is great. They do some proper specialty coffee. They roast light. I mean, not always. There's different levels of roast there, but yeah, top-notch roaster. Check them out. All right, so what else do we need to talk about? Let's see. So the worst meal. Yeah, we had fun though. I had fun. I had fun at that place. Okay, talking about the foods that didn't live up to they didn't live up to our expectations. So I'll show you a little bit of the place here. I think I have a couple of pictures. I don't know, it was early that day. I was tired. I didn't do a lot of anything besides the restaurant was so packed. For some reason, you know, my wife, she loves like going to the places based on the, you know, like recommendations, like people's recommendations. I will go based on recommendations of people that I know and I trust, not like what the internet says, because places become trendy, like the Milkman. The Milkman, let's say it sucked, okay? The Milkman was not good, okay? And that place has a line. They have like 3 locations or something. There's a line out the door all the time. Like it's the best thing since sliced bread. This is the worst coffee I had on the trip. I didn't order anything. It was my wife that ordered it. I tried her coffee. It was a milk drink. It wasn't good. It was cold. The pastry was cold. It was no bueno. So I'm sorry. I don't know how else to say it. Skip the Milkman. Don't waste your time. There's so many coffee shops that are good. Go to Origin. Okay, Origin is proper specialty coffee. Go to Gordon Street. Gordon Street, my latte was on point. It was perfect. Every single morning it was perfect. The almond croissants at Gordon Street Coffee were outrageous. I brought coffee back. They roast their own coffee. They sell bags. They have it all. They have it all. The filter coffee was great. Just, you know, go to Gordon Street. Anyway, shout out to November. Cheers to you. Oh, now that it's cooling, it's getting even better. Now it's more fruit now. More fruit. Yeah, but I've gotten better cups. All right. What am I missing? I have one last thing. One last thing. I'm leaving it for last. I'm going through everything, make sure I talked about everything, and then we'll get into that subject. You might know what it is already. Comment below. If right now you're laughing or you're thinking like, oh, I know where he's going with this. Comment below. Let me know. What were you thinking? Okay, so as to the food not living up to our expectations at that breakfast spot, again, we had to wait. There's a line outside, people out the door, and it wasn't great, man. As a matter of fact, I ordered the French toast. It was the worst French toast I've ever had. It was the worst. Like, kind of by far. Wow. Like, you know, here in Tampa, I went to a place called the Oxford Exchange.
Why is it hard on my own? As long as my name is on their lips. Call me mysterious. Why is it hard on my own? Why am I not like her? A bit more so. Why must the curtains come down? Softness now. Why is it hard on my own? No. Why is it hard on my own? No. Why am I not like her?
On my coffee channel, there is an old video that I made when I visited the Oxford Exchange. I still have those French toasts engraved in my head as to the greatness of those French toasts. It's like the best I've had. And the place is one of the most beautiful coffee shops, restaurants that I've ever been to. I mean, it's called the Oxford Exchange. You can find it on my channel, on my coffee channel. If you want to see that video, just comment below. I'll give you the link. It's worth a watch. It's outrageous. It's beautiful and the best French toast ever. So these were the worst ever. I've never had any worse French toast. So, and you know, the place is one of these places with like 1 million reviews and 5 stars and all that stuff. And yeah, no bueno. And you know, I hate to give those kind of reviews because it's not like I tried everything. Maybe I go have another dish and I find it delicious. So I don't know, make your make your own judgment. I'm sorry, it was my experience, and that's not saying a lot because again, it's the only thing I tried there. So maybe I tried something else and it was great. You know, the latte art was probably the best I had on the trip, and the latte was great. So, but the French toasts were so bad that, you know, my wife had, what do you call that stuff? I'll put the name here. I can't think of it right now. And it's a very popular breakfast dish, and I just can't think of it right now. So I'll put the name here. She had that, it was fine. Hers was fine, but man, mine spoiled the whole thing. I'm sorry. Let's keep going. Okay, so one more item to touch on before we get into like the last thing I have for you here. So in the beginning, I believe it could have been the very first vlog you guys saw, I passed by a cookie spot. You guys know I'm a big fan. I'm always comparing, trying to find the best cookies in the world. In my opinion, is Gideon's at Disney Springs. There's 2 Gideon locations. Both of them are the same cookies and they're both awesome. But Gideon's are the best cookies ever. You guys know that. And if you didn't know that, well, now you know that. Check them out. Gideon's cookies is the best. Okay. We went to Amsterdam, and in Amsterdam, there was a couple of like really famous cookie spots. I tried them both. Yeah, no, doesn't match up to Gideon's. I mean, I'll take any cookies. Any cookies is fine with me, but no, not like Gideon's. So this place, I gotta say, I like this place better than the couple of spots in Amsterdam, but still doesn't live up to Gideon's, not even close. I'm sorry. But these cookies were great. Didn't I go twice? I think we went twice. These cookies here look a little bit like the ones in Amsterdam, and I can't wait to try them. I will be back to this place for sure. These cookies look decadent. Can they compare to Gideon's? Well, we're gonna find out. I had several cookies from there, so they were not bad, believe me, they were pretty good. I think I recorded a clip there. Well, if I did, by now you saw it. I can't remember though. I was looking the other day through the clips and stuff, and I was like, man, didn't I record a clip of the cookie place? I know at least I got some pictures, but anyway, whatever it is I did find, you already saw it. And now I think that leads me to the last item that I want to talk about. Okay, so the last clip just kind of cut out on me, and that is because the camera has a 30-minute recording time limit for no reason. Thank you, Canon. Really appreciate that. It's not overheating or anything. I just started it back up and now I can do another 30 minutes. So why do they do that? Who knows? Canon being annoying. But anyway, I think I checked the phone. I don't have anything else to talk about except the last thing that let me serve some more coffee and then we're gonna have a little bit of fun talking about this one. All right, man, it's starting to kick in. I'm starting to feel a lot better. That is wonderful. All right, so the last thing I want to get into is the driving experience in the UK. Listen, you heard me say it several times on the little clips that I've been showing, and if you saw last video, you should check out the vlogs. As a matter of fact, this is vlog number, I think I said number 11 or 12. I can't remember. Right now I can't remember. Anyway, I'll put the number here. So we haven't done so many vlogs. It is still early enough for you to easily catch up on the vlogs and check them all out. You will be doing me a favor and helping me out. And I think I put a lot of effort on all these vlogs so far. I think the videos are easy to watch, and there's enough variety and enough things going on that the time kind of goes pretty quickly. So at least I hope. At least I hope. I hope you guys are enjoying them. But it's still early enough in the whole story as we move forward here in these vlogs that you could still catch up. If you're missing some of them, just go back and watch them. You'll be doing me a favor. Thank you. But anyway, let's get into the driving in the UK. Man, just don't do it. Don't do it. Especially in the Highlands. The road that you have to take to go to Loch Ness is the most dangerous road in the UK. The cars are basically scraping paint. They are passing each other so close that it's kind of like scraping paint. It's crazy. As a matter of fact, there was a couple of times that I didn't know how I was gonna like be able to proceed. There was a couple of times that the road just turned into one lane, just one lane. And I had to go under a little tunnel, but there's only one lane, so you kind of like look to see if there's anybody coming, and then you just go and hope that nobody's coming. Believe it or not, the speed limit on this road everywhere from what I could see is 60 miles an hour. So there is a possibility that two cars can pass each other at 120, if you can believe that. That's if they're not going over the speed limit. So it's insane. There's these huge trucks that carry logs, and they're really wide. They take up like the whole road. My goodness, it's just nerve-wracking. You can't relax. It's just so much better to just take the bus. But anyway, you know what? Let me show you right here. I'm gonna show you where the last video ended, where the bus that we were following, and that's the best thing you could do, by the way. Just follow some large vehicle, because the other vehicles are gonna kind of get away from it, and they're gonna give you more room. If it's just you and your little car or little SUV going through this road, the buses and trucks and other vehicles, they don't care. They just come straight at you. Like, they don't move over. You're gonna have to kind of, it's crazy. So your best bet, if you're gonna drive, don't drive. Take the tour bus. But other than that, just follow some large vehicle like I did, and just hide behind a bus or something, so in case they get hit first. So yeah. But man, okay, so the bus and the truck, I'll show you right here what happened. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way you could fit another vehicle there. There's no way. That's why yesterday, from the town we stopped at to go up to Loch Ness, we decided to just take the bus because it's cheap, and then you could relax and go taking your pictures. Like, who can relax now? Look at this thing. But now I have no choice. I have to take that. Oh my God, here we go. Here we go, fellas. Let's see how this works. They'll have to hit the bus first. But look at this.
No, quédate aquí. Espera.
Look at this. Like, how? I'm so glad we grabbed this clip so that maybe you listen to my advice. Take the tour bus. But yeah, it was scraping paint, but they had to go like at a snail's pace, but they were able to pass each other. Again, kind of like scraping, but they made it. I didn't see any accidents on the road, oddly enough. Here in Miami, the roads are wide and there's people crashing all the time. So I don't know. What does that tell you? I don't know. People don't know how to drive here, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, listen, that's what I got for you guys. I know that on this video, I'm gonna have to include a whole bunch of clips and pictures and everything, so it's gonna take me really long to edit. So I'm gonna let you go here. Next time, on the next vlog, maybe it'll be something from what we recorded this weekend. It could be like the visit to the bakery or in Wynwood. Or maybe not. I have a couple other things I want to include, but we'll see. We'll see. Next clip, we'll be back in Miami. This is it for this trip. If you have any questions or anything that I didn't cover that you want me to talk about, let me know. Again, the engagement below in the comments with you guys is really what makes this fun and what keeps me making these videos. So yeah, drop in and say hello. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next Saturday.